Hello students, welcome to EPG Pathshala. I am Anup Kumar Kapoor from Department of Anthropology, University of Delhi. Today we are going to talk on module Modern Tools in Studying Genetic Diversity from the paper Human Population Genetics. The main objectives of this module is first, types of modern tools used to study genetic diversity, categories of molecular tools and techniques. Third is categories of statistical tools. And then we say the modern tools. Knowledge about genetic diversity and genetic relatedness is gathered by using a variety of tools and techniques. The range of tools available can be broadly classified on the basis of their nature. First is molecular and statistical. Molecular tools are the ones that are used for collecting the genetic evidences, and statistical tools are used for analyzing these evidences. In essence, a combination of both the classes is required to comprehend genetic diversity. Given below is a list of different tools in popular use for genetic diversity studies. Molecular tools superseding the past decades' work with the proteins that was known as the classical variants. New age molecular tools and techniques enabled unraveling of DNA variations that synthesizes proteins. The discovery of restriction enzymes and agarose gel electrophoresis formed the foundation of molecular techniques and were followed by many other high resolution techniques to purify, detect, amplify, and study DNA sequences. This section enumerates some of the technological advancements that led to successful extraction of DNA sequence information. DNA extraction. The human genome DNA is a long 6.4 into 10 power 9 base pairs in all cells and composed of 4 nucleotides adenine, thymine, guanine, and cytosine. The large size makes the isolation and shredding DNA fragments a very formidable procedure. The extraction of genomic DNA marks the initiation of laboratory analyses in molecular genetic studies. The source of DNA can be serum, plasma, or whole blood, buccal cells, hair and skin, semen being the most widely used. The basic steps involved in DNA extraction are lyase if RBC and WBC, protein and lipid extraction, DNA isolation, and purification of isolated DNA. Many different standard protocols have been devised that differ in the regions used for the various steps. The two protocols used for DNA extraction of samples used in this study are salting out method as given by Miller et al. 1988 and the phenol chloroform isomyl alcohol, that is PCI method, given by Sam Brook and Russell in 2001. For few samples where the volume of blood is very less, a DNA extraction kit can be used. The methods yield DNA that differs in level of protein contamination adjusted by the ratio of absorbance of 260 nm to absorbance at 280 nm wavelength. PCI extraction is known to reduce contamination due to protein, which is more than the salting out method, but suffers from demerit of using a corrosive chemical. Second is restriction enzymes. These enzymes can fragment DNA at specific sites. They were discovered for their ability to fragment DNA of foreign organism to avoid infection and in the process restrict infection. There are three types of restriction enzymes, that is 1, 2 and 3, out of which only the type 2 restriction enzymes are used for cleaving DNA fragments in genetic analysis. Examples of restriction enzymes are HIND2, HIND3, and EcoR1. These enzymes recognize portions of DNA sequences that are rotationally symmetrical and called palindromic sequence. For example, EcoR1 cleaves the site 5, that is GATTC3, In DNA sequences, certain single nucleotides differences between individuals lead to a modification in the recognition site of the restriction enzyme. This results in the ability of the enzyme to clear the DNA. The difference in size of the resulting fragment is used to identify the DNA polymorphism. This polymorphism is called a restriction fragment length polymorphism, that is RFLP. RFLP was the first DNA typing methodology used for genetic analysis or mapping localization of genes involved in genetic disorders and paternity testing. Several polymorphic restriction sites known to exist in human genome and are applied in population genetic analysis. Now here we can see the diagram that cleavage of DNA fragments by restriction enzymes. These enzymes act on a specific DNA sequence to clean them, creating overhanging or blunt ends. The blue lines shows the cleavage site on their DNA sequences. Cleavage tends to breaking of the hydrogen bonds and the phosphodiester linkages on the DNA fragment. Figure has been adapted from the analysis of genes and genomics by Richard J. Rees. DNA hybridization of complementary bases in two separate DNA molecules is used for identification of similar sequences of DNA. Interspecies comparison, for example, ape and human DNA, was first done by harnessing this property of DNA. This technique requires radio-labeled DNA probes that are quite expensive, and so the technique was replaced by cheaper methods of detection for similar DNA. However, the DNA hybridization was retained due to its accuracy. Gel electrophoresis. Electrophoresis is central to the population genetics research. It is separation and detection of genetic biomarkers. The first experiment of electrophoresis were done by using sucrose gradients to detect digested and ligated DNA molecules. The working principle of the technique is different migration of macromolecules, for example, protein, deoxyribonucleotides, and carbohydrates, on the basis of size and residual electrical charge under the influence of an external electrical field. DNA, which is negatively charged molecule due to the presence of sugar phosphate backbone, is loaded in a gel which provides a porous medium to migrate under the influence of electrical field towards the positive electrode, that is anode. The friction post, because of the movement of the strands in the gel, is necessary to separate fragments depending on their size. Two kinds of gels have been used most widely. First is polyacrylamide gel electrophoresis, that is PAGE, was introduced to separate proteins but is also applied for nucleic acid separation. Agarose is extracted from seaweed and is available as powder, which is suspended in a standard buffer to make a solution that solidifies at room temperature. Agarose gels are used for separation of nucleic acid soon. The electrophoretic techniques has been used for detection since the studies of classical genetic markers began long back and has evolved since then for ease in usages and wider applicability like many other molecular techniques. Polymerase chain reaction, locally or it is throughout the world, it is known as PCR. PCR has an extraordinary impact on varied fields of research like molecular biology, genetics, and anthropological genetics research due to its rapid incorporation and wide range of application. The in vitro amplification of selected genomic regions by PCR is today the most essential technique in every laboratory that has molecular biological aspects in its research. The steps fundamental to a PCR are strand denaturation, annealing, and extension. An additional step of initial denaturation is added before the denaturation step to initiate the reaction. a final extension at the end of the PCR to facilitate extension of some remaining fragments and a cooling phase, that is 4 degree centigrade, 10 degrees centigrade or 15 degrees centigrade to topple the high reaction temperature. The chemical reagents called components are first DNA polymerase normally isolated from the thermomobile microorganism, the thermos aquatics called TAQ DNA polymerase. Second, enzyme buffer to aid the enzyme activity. And the thirdly, oligonucleotide primers to anneal the with specific regions or regions of interest. Fourth, deoxyribonucleotides, that is small d and TPS, and finally a cofactor from the enzyme which is Mg2 plus for most reactions. And the sixth, the DNA or RNA molecule used as a template. The components, regions, and conditions are modified to meet the specific requirements of the templates, and this lead to creation of many different versions of the PCR. Real time, that is RT-PCR for an mRNA template, multiplex PCR, inverse PCR, allele specific PCR, hot start PCR, and nested PCR. The versatility of the PCR technique finds its application in archaeology, medicine, forensics, besides evolutionary studies, gene mapping, and mutagenesis in molecular biology laboratories. Knowledge and understanding of properties of DNA molecule such as complementary base pairing, its synthesis, availability of primers, and the discovery of polymerase laid the foundation of invention of the techniques in 1980 by Carey Mullis and his co-workers. Initially done manually by maintaining the heating and cooling cycles, now automated thermal cycles are available. There are several variations available today in the basic type of PCR that can be chosen depending upon the kind of analysis desired. The automated DNA sequencing, chemical methods of DNA sequencing were introduced in 1977 by Alan Maxam and Walter Gilbert. They devised a chemical method to cleave the sugar phosphate bonds in a DNA fragment at specific points. These methods were limited as only about 100 bases could be sequenced in a single reaction. This was followed by an alternative approach called the chain termination method, devised by Frederick Sanger. Synthesis of a newly replicated DNA is terminated by the incorporation of two 3' deoxynucleotides as a specific base, and that is why the method gets its name. This method had the advantages over the chemical methods and thus was automated to cut down on the labor involved. Sequencing reactions are now performed in a single tube, and the products obtained are separated in a single lane by gel electrophoresis and fluorescence detectors used to detect the DNA fragments. Base calling software is used to convert fluorescing into the sequence of base. The method can be used to read 1000 bases in a single reaction. And now this figure shows electrophoreograms or DNA sequence. Now through this photograph we can see the electrophoreograms showing at 160, 170 and 180, and they show how the variations are working. Statistical tools anomalousness is a characteristic of biological data, understanding patterns in its vastness and drawing meaningful inferences requires a careful choice of analytical tools. In order to draw accurate and unbiased estimates of genetic diversity, different statistical tools are in use. They address certain basic aspects of statistical analysis of genetic diversity. Description of diversity. Descriptive statistics in genetic diversity studies are used to assess genetic variation by comparing its patterns within individuals in groups and between different groups of populations. Any population genetics question is answered by first finding out what is called population diversity data comprising expected genotype frequencies. The prediction requires finding out the observed genotype frequencies and allele counts. Alleles can be counted following a simple gene counting method. After calculating the observed allele and genotype frequencies, the frequencies as per Hardy-Weinberg expectations are calculated. The next step is to calculate the gene diversity indices to measure the deviation from Hardy-Weinberg expected heterozygote frequencies observed and expected heterozygosity. Gene diversity indices are used to quantify the extent of genetic differentiation between populations. The coefficient of gene differentiation, or GST, is the ratio of the interpopulation gene diversity to the total gene diversity that is represented by HT among the subpopulation. And the formula is that in case you want to study the GST, that is gene differentiation, that is equal to DST divided by ST. The gene diversity of the total population, that is ST, can be calculated by taking the average gene frequencies of all the populations. And then we case HT. In case you want to calculate the HT, right, the average gene diversity, HS, within the population, and average gene diversity between the population, DST is calculated to obtain ST. Another method of assessing differentiation is fixation index. Fixation index based measures of deviation from expected heterozygosity is used to define population structure. FIS is compares average observed heterozygosities of individuals in each subpopulation with the average expected heterozygosity for all the subpopulations. FST compares the average expected heterozygosity for subpopulations compared with the expected heterozygosity for the total population. FIT indicates the overall friction index and the reduction in heterozygosity of an individual in relation to the total population. So, given this formula, various indices have been introduced in analogy with FST to accommodate different models parameters. For example, NST considers phylogenetic differences among haplotypes in addition to the differences in haplotype sequences. The analysis of molecular variance, that is AMOVA, AMOVA, known as AMOVA, is used to quantify diversity, that is average distance between randomly chosen haplotype or alleles apportioned by population stratification brought about by geographical, linguistic, or ethical barriers. It is also used a measure of population differentiation. Mismatch distribution is another measure of genetic diversity that is used to estimate pairwise differences when allelic differences can be counted. Then evaluating genetic relationship. The relateness of population is compared by using genetic distance statistics, wherein a higher value of the statistic between the two molecules or population implies a greater evolutionary distance between them. Assuming that a group of populations are being studied, pairwise comparisons are made to examine the population structure and molecular diversity between the populations under investigation. The genetic distance can also give an idea of the evolutionary divergence of the population being starting from their origins. The choice of the genetic distance measures depend on the evolutionary force under question and the mutation rate of the markers chosen for the study. Two commonly used indices to measure genetic distance are FST and NEI genetic distance, that is DA, that is given by Ney 1987, in order to visualize and hence better comprehend population relatedness. Genetic distances are represented graphically in multi-dimensions. Information available from a large number of loci is reduced into one or a few components that can explain most of the variability using multivariate analysis. Jumbard et al. 2009 use the phrase ordination in reduced space and multivariate analysis interchangeably and quite correctly. The analysis is done to counter the two-fold challenge that is basic to biological data of large data sets and limited space for comprehensive representation. A reconstruction of evolutionary history, that is the phylogenetic or the population history. The evolutionary history of a group of individuals or groups that can be inferred by comparison of a group of sequences representing either a portion or a complete genome. The most widely used and lucid way of doing this is by phylogenetic tree. Four basic approaches used in phylogenetic analysis are distance methods, parsimony methods, maximum likelihood, and Bayesian methods. The first is distance methods are used to find out the amount of divergence between two individuals or groups of individuals or population by evaluating the number of differences in each pair of DNA or protein sequences. Second, parsimony method systematically search all the phylogenetic trees to find the one that has minimum number of fixed mutations to account for the data. Third, a maximum likelihood approach is used to find out a model to explain the occurrence of the nucleotide and amino acid substitutions, and it recognizes the tree with maximum probability of observing actual data based on this model. And the lastly is Bayesian methods infer the relative probability of any gene tree based on the prior assumptions about the distribution of possible trees. Bootstrapping in phylogenetic analysis is done to assign the level of confidence the nodes have obtained in a tree. It initiates a resampling in which, in a given data column, that is, a subset of data, are removed and the tree is rebuilt to check if the branches remain unchanged. In case the same node is obtained in 95 of the total 200 times, it can be inferred that the node is well supported. Dating evolutionary history, genetic data can be integrated along with the data from other areas like paleontology or archaeology to yield the sequence of events that form the evolutionary history of a gene. Population divergence events are dated by estimating FST and capital D, assuming absence of gene flow after the divergence has occurred. Allele frequency differences exist between populations that can be used to calculate FST, which in turn gives an idea of the time that has passed since the divergence event. Naive D statistics, which has a linear relationship with the time, is also used for similar purpose. Examples of evolutionary events include mutation like the CCR5 and 32 mutation, population size at a point of time, and mutation rates. Detecting selection. Detection of selection in the human genome is done through genome-wide scans and screening candidate genes. Methods of detection are chosen depending on the genomic region under study. First is K and Ks ratio. This gives a ratio between the rates of amino acid substitution and synonymous substitution DNA sequence. If K and Ks is equal to 1, the protein coding gene is said to be undergoing neutral evolution. If K and Ks is less than 1, means non-synonymous substitutions are less frequent than what is expected in neutral evolution, which indicates the protein is subject to selective constraints due to which many of the amino acid substitutions are deleterious and so eliminated by selection. Most of the protein coding genes show this value. If K and Ks is more than 1, amino acid substitutions have taken place faster than that expected under neutrality. This implies the favorable nature of substitution. Second is tests of neutrality. Statistics used to compare the observed level of diversity with that expected in neutral evolution constitute neutrality tests. The efficiency of these tests depends on the type of selection, time when the selection occurred, and whether the selective force is acting on the derived variant. For example, the Hudson-Kitman Agoda, that is HK test, compares polymorphism within species and used for both coding and non-coding sequences. The allelic frequency spectrum is evaluated to direct selection as the haplotype undergoing selection or those haplotype near a region undergoing selection have an altered frequency. Other examples of neutrality statistics are Tajima's D and Fe and Wu's is H. And finally, extended haplotype test, that is haplotype comprising an allele that has recently undergone positive selection, extend over a longer distance in the genome in comparison to haplotype that do not have such an allele. Increase in frequency of the selected leads to increase in frequency of other allele of the haplotype. Reduction of this signature of selection is called an extended haplotype test. Assessing geographical variations. Evaluation of geographical variation of genetic data helps to partition the contributions of the historical and geographical factors that have led to extent patterns of diversity. The geographical patterning of allele frequencies is observed as patches or continuous gradients known as clines and is called genetic landscape. These patterns are results of different evolutionary processes that result in isolation by distance known as IBD and clinical gradients. Sampling for studying geographic variation should be done from closely located sites. Distance between sites of sample collection is calculated by first estimating the great circle distance and then taking into account the recent migratory history of Homo sapiens. That is method for calculating geographical distance given in Ramachandran et al. 2005. The genetic evidences can then be represented on a map with isogenic lines joining points having equal allele frequency. Genetic boundaries that signify genetic differentiation between neighboring populations due to limited gene flow can be analyzed from these maps. Two popular methods are in the use for assessment of correlation between genetic distance and geographical distance. First is spatial autocorrelation. A statistical analysis is method called spatial autocorrelation has been used in several studies to compute the correlation between the allele frequencies and geography. The Mollons first obtained is a popular index. 2. Quantify the correlation. The analysis gives a correlogram which gives a quantitative, that is pictorial evolution of the geographical pattern or genetic variation. A positive value of I means a positive correlation while a negative value shows negative correlation. The next is mental test. An alternative method is mental test which makes pairwise comparison between population to generate geographical distance and genetic matrix. Correspondence analysis between these matrices is done to make inferences on the evolutionary history of the population and the study. Let's summarize this module. What we have learned from this module is that several tools and techniques have been devised and used to gather information on molecular diversity in human populations differing on the basis of type of data to be collected and the evolutionary model being tested. Molecular tools are used to collect data on DNA and protein based polymorphisms, while statistical tools are used to describe and analyze the data collected. Extraction of DNA is the first step of molecular genetic analysis, which is followed by amplification of a selected region of the genome and genotype of RFLP or sequencing techniques. Molecular diversity is described by estimating allele frequencies, heterozygosity, and indices of population differentiation. The genetic affinities are measured using genetic distance, phylogenetic trees, and clustering algorithms. Bootstrapping is used in phylogenetic analysis to find out the level of confidence of the results obtained on genetic relationships. Genetic data can be used to estimate events that have occurred during the evolutionary history of a gene or a population. Genomic regions that have undergone selection can be detected by evaluating K and Cas ratio, neutrality or extended haplotype frequency. Geographical variation of genetic data helps to partition the contributions of the historical and geographical factors that have led to extent pattern of diversity. Thank you.